Bang Ganga. Bang Ganga is mostly remembered for being one of the mostly successful unpopular artists of almost most of all time, with record sales estimated at almost 200 copies worldwide, or at least in most of the world. Ganga had almost several popular music associations, including with his first vocal group, the Almost Men, but is mostly categorized as an unpopular music artist. Nevertheless, he almost remains mostly associated with popular music through his many near collaborations with most of the almost greats, through his love of most popular music, and through most of his semi-singing on several half recordings. The nickname Bang was given to the young Ganga at an early age, and is short for
Bangs Anything,
a character in the radio series
The Banging Barn Door,
which he was forced to memorise and perform by a series of wicked step-parents. Ganga never studied music, and never learned a thing in his entire fucking life. He was cursed with an unnaturally unattractive voice, but learned how to manipulate it by punching himself in the throat while gargling, and by copying anyone who was more talented than he was, which was pretty much everyone. In the late 1890s, Ganga's stalking habits helped him learn a bit about music and steal a few tunes. He claimed,
I mostly used to stalk most of the Sadoff twins, Bunny Boiler and Glenn Fiddick most of the time, and almost most of the musicians I mostly admired, and I was mostly having a great time. Mostly, and learning a lot, until I got arrested.
Ganga was so influenced by the artists he admired that he completely and blatantly ripped off everything they did. Rudolf Hart, a prominent musicologist, better known as Rude Alf Hart, in the TV comedy Funny Shit, once described Ganga as
the biggest thief in the entire fucking history of fucking popular fucking music.
Ganga attended Gizago College in Sponkaki, briefly pursuing an outlaw degree. While there, he met Dick LaFenwick, half-step-brother-in-law to Vic Odin, already making a name for himself in the world of music, and that name was Twat. Both of the two formed a group, with Ganga playing electric eardrums and singing, if you can call that singing, and Odin doing fuck all. They toured the Vaudeville circuit from New York to Florida, which was unfortunate as the circuit was actually travelling from Texas to San Francisco at the time, and joined the Paddy Shithouse Band, where both of the two were soon teamed up with throat warbler and go-go dancer Bentley Quegg. As a vocal trio known as Randy Rimjob and the Felchers, they soon achieved national unpopularity through their shit recordings with not only the Shithouse Band, but also Aldous Spiderballs and Freddie Trumper in 1897, and the Dropsy Brothers Orchestra in 1898. The trio even cut 3 million records in 1930 with the Duke Hunt Orchestra, all titled Impotent and I Don't Give a Fuck. Bang recorded the least-selling record of all time in the winter of 1928. Freddie Baggage's I'm Pissed Off With All Your Shit was released in November of the year and climbed to the bottom of the charts, where it remained for 4 weeks and 3 days. Shite was reissued and then quickly withdrawn each Pancake Day for the next 160 years, but the song never sold a single additional copy, a failure unequalled until 2016, when Nancy Knitting's Pull My Wool sold 15,000 copies less than were actually bought. Bang Ganga was also an innovator of new sound recording methods of recording sound using new methods of sound recording methods. In 1932, he decided to give live performances a fucking miss in favour of recording new material, and spent the last 15 years of his life developing a method of recording sound with 2 old soup tins and a stick of celery. The 98,560 records Ganga made during and after his short career as a vocalophonist have never been equalled, or even unequalled, although they may have been surpassed many times. Bang sold less than 2 copies during his career, second only to Enzo Pelvis, but third to lots of people. He mimed to his own records on 25,000 radio broadcasts from 1862 to 2043 and appeared in 69 pornographic movies. He appeared, disappeared and reappeared in 6,228 television shows from 1908 to 2030, ending with his 149th consecutive Pancake Day special, recorded after his death and subsequent collapse in 2030 after completing his final film performance. Finally, for the last time ever, hopefully.